All of a sudden, the cars that Americans wanted was the tiny little Honda Civic that got really good gas mileage. And then once they started buying them, they're like, hey, this Toyota, this Honda, this Nissan, it's actually a pretty good car. It's actually pretty well built. And I think there was a lot of denial among American manufacturers that these other nations that didn't exist for 20 years in terms of a global manufacturing source were actually pretty damn good at it now. And then one other thing happened to wrap this up, then this might be the most important part of it. The reason that you cannot reasonably expect the manufacturing powerhouse to come back as it was is, yes, we did ship jobs to China and Mexico and Canada and India that used to be in America. And that has contributed to the massive decline in manufacturing employment. But a bigger factor in there is automation. What you will see are armies and armies of robots and very few people. And if you compare that to the 1950s assembly line, what you see are biceps and backs and people hauling around material. So because we got so good at automation, even if we bring manufacturing back to America, and that we still do a lot of manufacturing in America, it doesn't require the amount of employment that it used to. It doesn't require the amount of manpower. I mean, here's one stat that I thought was always interesting to me. In 1950, there was a US steel plant in Gary, Indiana. It produced 5 million tons of steel and had 30,000 workers. Today, it's still operating. It produces 8 million tons of steel and has 2,000 workers. So it's producing more steel today than it was in the 1950s. And they went from 30,000 workers to 2,000. Because what used to be done with biceps and backs and shoulders is now done with machines and robots. So to wrap all that up, like, I understand and I empathize with people who say, we need to bring back manufacturing to America. We lost what we once had. I get that and I respect it. But I think the unique circumstances and automation makes it just extremely unlikely to ever